Hello, and welcome to the UWorld Nursing Channel. My name is Samantha, and I'm a nurse here at UWorld. Today, we're going to discuss what you need to be doing to kickstart your NCLEX studying process. We have some helpful tips, some tricks, and some resources to get your studying started on the right foot. By instilling and maintaining these strong study habits, NCLEX takers are well on their way to NCLEX success. Most importantly, that means passing on the first try. So let's take a look at how to start your NCLEX study journey strong. Our first tip is to start early. We recommend that you start preparing for your NCLEX 90 days before your test date. What's important here is to make a schedule and stick to it. Plan what days you're going to study. Maybe some days it's more than others, whatever your schedule allows, and make sure you're sticking to the schedule that you create. Just as important as it is to study and work hard on study days, it's also equally as important to incorporate rest days. Days where you're allowing your brain to take a break and to absorb all the information that you just learned. Our second tip, select a learning platform. Select a service with a couple of important things. A service that has great reviews, has a proven success rate among NCLEX takers, and one that's been around for a long period of time, so it has a large bank of questions for you to study from. At UWorld, we offer a 7-day free trial that allows you to get acquainted with our learning platform and see all that it has to offer. By starting early with your selected learning platform, it allows you to get comfortable with the format, with the questions, and with the timing. This way, the more comfortable you are when you're studying, the more comfortable you're going to be when you take your actual NCLEX. Moving on to tip number 3, my favorite tip, select a designated study spot. So this is an area that you should study in the same place every time. Think somewhere that's quiet and comfortable, where you can spend a long amount of time. You should have a place here that has minimal interruptions, not a lot of foot traffic. You're having an area that's away from pets, away from friends and family that you might be tempted to talk to. Just think as minimal interruptions as possible. And a helpful hint here, this area is only for studying. If you feel inclined to go get a snack or to scroll through your phone or maybe watch an episode of TV, get up and physically do that somewhere else. That way when you sit back down at this spot, your brain already knows I'm here to study and not to get distracted. This is going to make it so much easier for you to get right into the study mentality when you sit down. Our fourth tip is to prioritize testing mode. When you first start, you may start using something called practice mode, or at UWorld we call it tutor mode. What this means is that you're given a certain number of questions, and after every single one, you answer it, you submit it, and you're given instant feedback about if you were correct or incorrect, and the explanation as to why you were correct or incorrect. Now, this is a great way to get accustomed to your selected learning platform and to start getting used to taking these NCLEX-style questions. However, once you become more comfortable, we'd want you to switch to something called testing mode. This is important because it mirrors the setup of your actual NCLEX. And the more comfortable you are while studying, the more comfortable you're going to be taking your actual NCLEX on your actual test day. This is important because you're given a certain number of questions. You answer them all, you submit it, and you don't get feedback on whether you were right or wrong until you've submitted all of the questions. A helpful hint here is to work your way up when it comes to testing. You don't need to start out with 100 questions. Maybe start out with 5, 10, 15 question tests and work your way up. You can increase it by 1 question every day or 5 to 10 questions every week. We want you to build up that mental stamina so you're ready to take your full-length NCLEX when the test day actually comes. Our fifth and final tip is to time your studying with the timing of your actual NCLEX. So what time did you schedule your NCLEX? Maybe it's 8 a.m., noon, 3 p.m. The timing of your test can actually be an important study tool. Say you're taking your NCLEX bright and early at 8 a.m., you're an early bird. That means get up and study at 8 a.m. This will get you in the groove to get up and be taking these questions at your test time. That way when you get to your actual NCLEX, you're already ready to start taking these questions and be successful on the test. Again, the more comfortable you are while you're studying, the more comfortable you're going to be sitting your actual NCLEX. Thank you so much for joining our video. We hope that you use these tips to cruise through your NCLEX studying process and prepare you for your testing day. The way that you start studying really sets the tone for the way that your NCLEX study process is going to go in entirety. We want you to be successful, and UWorld is here to help with that. Check out our 7-day free trial to see if our learning platform is the right one for you. And let us know in the comments, when do you plan to test, or maybe you've already tested. Thank you so much for joining, and we hope to see you soon.